Yep.
Happy Saturday. We are back, y'all. We are back with Real Talk with Reese. It's been super, super great weather. I think we just got done with entertainment plug.
Yo, Lord have mercy. Yes, we
But
are.
it was a good show.
Yeah, we are done with the entertainment plug.
Yeah, so we've been working heavily on getting Buzzworthy together. That's really, really coming together. And now, um, just putting the finishing touches on everything and making sure it goes smooth. So if you haven't been paying me any attention, you know that it's coming out. We have some great guests. We have Philly Whedon. We have me and James are hotness out here too. So I'm trying to tell them, and so it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a whole vibe. Speaking of being a whole vibe, last night I hosted Stacy. Welcome to BBW show.
Yes, that was so cute.
Yes, we had a good time.
That was fun. I wish I was there.
Yeah, we had a good time. You was there in spirit.
Yeah, I was watching anyway.
Oh, were you? Yeah,
I'm always watching.
Oh yeah. You know what? It's something about when I do that and go with her there. I forget about everything that's on film.
Yeah.
So the Real Talk with Reese is becoming real.
Real. That's okay.
Because I did a little rap last night.
Yeah.
After I got done, I was like, did I really just say that?
Yeah.
I did. You never know what you're gonna get with me.
Okay, I wish I had the horn. Yeah, I definitely would have been on last night.
So it was her 1 year anniversary of being on No Static Radio.
Yes.
And so that was awesome. And I was like, dang, it seemed like it's probably been more than a year, but it's been a year. She does a lot. She does it well. I definitely look at some of the things she does with her shows. It makes me know that I, want to aspire for more, which is what I always want. I want to see other people that I can look at and grow with. And so I really like that, what she did, and then she did her birthday. So it was fun, had a great time. And one thing I will say, I don't know if it's just a mental thing, but when I go to the BBW, welcome to the BBW event, on karaoke event, I always feel free to be real BBW.
That's what's up. Shit, that's what's up.
I had my little dress on. I was going to put my little girdle panty thing on. I was like, I don't
nope.
feel like it. I don't feel like it. And I did.
Right.
I felt great last
night. It's jiggling, baby.
It's jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. They loved it. I loved it.
Okay.
So you can do it if you had a little room, you know what I'm saying? It's levels to that.
Sure is.
But it's no levels.
Make sure the right thing jiggling.
I'm going to stop saying that because, hey, one of my favorite people. One thing I'm going to say is, I used to always say that because I'm real particular about how you dress. And I think I put a lot more pressure, I know I do, on voluptuous women. And I could be a critic, and I really changed that. And a lot of that I changed just being around people like Stacy and watching Lizzo. Because I'm a big girl, so it wasn't like I judged my big girls, but I would be like, okay, don't make us look like that, put something under that. I would like, you can slim, tuck that in, you don't want your belly. Like, I was real extra, and I had to really check myself, because that's not cool. And now that I live way freer, I'm like, I feel you should be yourself. So I had to really, really check myself about that, because I had no problem with you coming out and being voluptuous and loving your curves, but I would be kind of harsh on she's not, don't wear no belt, you got a gut, or you do that is not my business, and you wear whatever make you feel good. And I don't even feel that way anymore. I feel like people should be free to be themselves, embrace it, everything, because a lot of us, this is our life, and this is what it's going to be. And it's beautiful. I feel good. I feel healthy. Speaking of which, I also did the show last night sober because, and I did it, and it was a great feeling because I had this 30-day diet I'm doing, y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all it's working, but I'm gonna be honest about it, okay? So I come in here turned with my little cup. Y'all see the cup? No, this is what I got today. I got my water bottle. Let me drink a little bit. Got to drink a gallon a day. And I've had this forever, okay? and I've really been doing it. And it actually, they say that for a reason, y'all. So listen, I got this diet that I got from a friend of mine whose husband plays in the NFL. And the bottom door to they're only supposed to get this diet to them. But some kind of way, not some kind of way, the universe loved me. God loved me. I was able to get it. My friend gave it to me. And so what it is, but I can tell you why I'm losing weight. Anybody would if you do this. But I'm using it as a mental thing. So I'm going to tell you about the diet, and then I'm going to tell you, come back around. Mm-hmm. So, because I probably would not do this particular diet again. But I started it, so I'm going to finish it. And that's one of the mental parts that we'll come around to. You have, for breakfast, water. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's for breakfast, water. Water. And you can do an herbal tea. Of course, no sugar or anything like that. So you have that for breakfast. And you have, you can have a snack, a fruit. You can only do apple, orange, grapefruit. Why can't put strawberries on my thing? I have to look at that. Apple, orange, grapefruit. Those are the only fruits that you're supposed to eat.
I can do that.
Right. And you can have a snack. So you can have a snack in between. Then at lunch, you have 4 ounces of protein. And depending on the vegetable, because it's only certain vegetables. Like, I can't tell you exactly all of them, but it's like you can't have no broccoli. You can't have any green beans, no corn. No. So it's like cabbage. I know spinach is on there. Certain lettuce, like I think it was like bib lettuce or some kind of lettuce. And then there was cabbage, so that's good. I went and got some cabbage this morning. We'll cook that.
I love it.
Something like that. And then the 4 ounces of protein, you do that for lunch, and then you do that again for dinner. So let me tell you what that equates to, okay? So I went and I had a bag of chicken breast tenders. And so I read the bag and it said serving size 4 ounces. I was like, oh Lord. So I'm gonna have a chicken tender. All I get is one chicken tender. That's the size of your 4 ounces. So whatever protein you get, that's the size of chicken tender. I said, oh no. I said, Jesus be offense. Because I had committed to this. It's mental, y'all. So I'm doing this diet. Yes, I want to lose some weight. Absolutely, I must lose some weight. I want to lose some weight. But I'm not walking around here sad about my weight. I just know that I want to fit into the clothes that I have in my closet.
I know that's right.
And I'll be honest, the way I've been built my whole life, if you've ever seen an old picture of me, just some years old, one of the things I was blessed with, my whole family is skinny and tall. You see my mom. But I get it from my daddy side, and we're very, we got 500 pounds, whatever, people in the family, we're big people, but we never had no waist. My grandmother, hourglass, my aunt, I don't care how big she got, she still keep that hourglass, so always had a no waist. I could be huge, but I never had a waist. Girl, the waist has come. It has come. Like the stomach. So my mom's side of the family, they're tall and skinny, but they have a stomach. So they can be so skinny, but all they have, if they gonna gain weight, it goes straight to their stomach. Well, I used to be blessed with that. They used to be looking at me, I'd be this big girl feeling like, oh my God, I'm so big. And they'd be like, I want your stomach always. Well, I done got took on my mama's side now. It was throwing me off. So that's one thing I want to do. I just want to get that down. No, I don't want to be skinny. I want to keep this. I just got to get back into them clothes, I got a closet. Y'all, I got a closet. My closet goes, I'm not even going to say a 10 because I got 1 10 in it and I'll probably fit in it one day. So let's just take that out of the question. But I keep it because, it was happy when I got in it. But my closet has 12, 14. My goal is to be in a very good 12, like a 12 that fits, like a 12 jeans. Yeah. Because if you can fit a 12 jeans, you're a real 12. I could get a dress on, but if you fit a 12 jeans, that's 12. So I got 12s, I got 14s, I got 16s, I got 18s, I got 20s. That's my closet. And I really want to get back into my 12s. I'm with you. Get in my 12s. I want to get there. I want to get there. I'll take the 14. You know what I'm saying? But I really want. That's where I'm going. And it's summertime. I like to wear my summer dresses without putting something under it. That's it. That's all I'm asking for in life. So anyway, you have the 4 ounces of protein for lunch and dinner, and that's it. That's it for the whole day. So that equates to 2 chicken tenders, 1 at lunch, 1 at dinner, a cup of vegetables, and then they got this thing called a wassa cracker. I had never heard of before that. And you can have a third, because it's a big long like graham cracker, but it's not. It's wheat, grains. So you say you can have a third of that. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, y'all got me messed up, so I didn't have a third. I had a half. Each one, you're not gonna play with me. I'm not gonna do that. And so I will tell you that I did that on Monday, and as of this morning when I got on the scale, I lost 8 pounds. Woo! So it says the first 7 days you can lose up to 12 pounds, and then you lose. Plus the end with losing 30. You know, it says for women it could be 25. You know, because we know. But that's where it's supposed to go. The bulk of it is the first 7 days, which is why I'm really trying to stay on it, and why I'm gonna take my behind home today so I can stay focused. Because I ain't gonna lie, my daughter had some chicken parmesan, garlic chicken parmesan wings from the Touch. Y'all, they wings the bomb.
Oh wait.
I just wanted to honestly. I just wanted to pick it up. I was like, I ain't gonna eat it. I just wanted to suck the sauce off and just get a taste of it. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I stayed focused. So anyway, that's what's going on, and I wanted to share that. But why I'm doing that is for mental. I realized that I needed to ground myself and really get back. I have a lot of willpower, and that's something I've always had since I was a kid. And I feel like I was losing it. I have lost it. I've taken so much energy to stay focused after 27-year divorce and trying to hold everything together mentally, financially. It was a lot. So I put so much of that energy into just figuring stuff out all the time that I definitely could tell my willpower wasn't the same. And so I wanted to make sure that I could do this and call it like more like a fast. Because I'm praying and I'm meditating throughout the day, multiple times a day, as well as following the diet. And it's working. I feel better. My mind feels clear. Been removing clutter every day, finding something to clean up. So it's not, this diet isn't just about weight loss. Of course, I want that. However, it is about me remembering to be able to, my strength, my power, increasing my what do I want to say? Not dedication. What do I want to say? I can't think of the word right now. Being consistent, that's not it though. That's not the word. Dedication, just really just being able to remember my power and remember that I have the ability to create the outcome that comes out in all aspects of my life. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm really, really, really focused. It's a mental thing. You cannot be this dedicated. You cannot follow this. Discipline. That's the word I was looking for. Discipline. I want to be more disciplined because if I can discipline myself through this, you discipline yourself in all other areas. That's where I was going with that. And discipline is needed, like to accomplish anything. I feel the power and the universe has on my life with all the awesome things that are going on. I have so many wonderful, awesome people in my life right now. I have big things that are happening, and I want to be mentally and physically ready for it and to increase my creativity. When I meditate and I really get disciplined, my creativity really increases, and I'm ready. I'm going to the next level, so I got to take my mind and my soul to the next level. So that's where I'm at. So it was funny last night when somebody was like, "Well, just go ahead," because Stacy had a big spread. She had a bomb salad bar, right? Right. And I'm addicted to salad. Yes, all this thickness is addicted to salad, and I wanted salad so bad. And it was like, just eat it. I'm like, no, I can't eat it. I was like, because I gotta stay disciplined. I gotta do what I say. And it was like, you sound like a coach. I was like, I am. And one of the things is, I'm really a coach. If I coach somebody else, I gotta coach myself. and I got a lot of mindset classes coming up. So it's work. I want you to know I take it very seriously. Everything in my life, and especially being a purpose coach. So meditating, being doing this fast and everything is helping me to help others. And this is what I want to talk about this week. First of all, let's talk about some hot stuff that's going on. We got to talk about the Kevin Samuels. Everybody has been talking about the Kevin Samuels. It's going all over the place. I used to watch this with a good friend of mine, and we would watch this and have little debates. And the thing about it is, I don't hate the man. He said a lot of things against men too. He checked the men, but yes, he was very harsh on women. But he gave his viewpoint. I never got caught up in what he said, but I did get caught up in one thing. And the only thing that I did not like, but I didn't hate him for it, because I looked at him and was like, he don't know no better. He ain't had a taste of Reese, because if he did, he would have changed his mindset. Because he constantly said that a woman, he called him fat. He wasn't no thick, wasn't no voluptuous, fat. He said, if you fat, you're not gonna get no man, and you won't be successful in life. And he meant that. He stuck to it. He really, really down with women that he felt were overweight. And you should have saw what his perception of what overweight was. It was like not realistic. However, he was critical about fat women. Like he said it all the time in his words. Because I don't say fat women because that's not proper. However, but it didn't bother me personally because I knew it. He was like, that's why y'all can't get no man. And I was cracking up like, I got 6 right now. No, I'm just kidding. But really, honestly, that was my only criticism that I had. But I also just realized that he was ignorant. That must have been the way he was raised. It did not make me hate him. That man is an individual. And so there's so much hate going on right now with him and surrounding his death. I hope that he's resting in peace, and he is who he is. That's where we get caught up in things. We always want to be mad about how somebody else thinks. He ignorant. It didn't bother me because I know I'm beautiful. I know I look good, and I love all of this, all the curves, all the cellulite, all the everything. So if Kevin Samuels thought you were nothing because you were fat, that was just his one opinion. Right. That didn't bother me at all. Okay? Because I'm good. I'm good.
Kevin Samuels was sweet.
But the thing about it, he was. And actually, I believe that too.
He was.
You know, but regardless of that, your opinion is that that's what he thought. That was his perception. He was hard on men too. He was like, if you don't make a certain amount of money, you shouldn't even be dating a woman. Like he was, so you had to look at both sides. But there was no hate. What I did like about him. And I will say that I like anybody that's confident enough to be themselves. And he was confident enough to be himself. And so go for it, brother, because guess what? It got him paid. He had him a show. He did. This is the only controversy always works. The only reason why I was upset about the fat thing, it had nothing to do with being fat. Because of the mental health that I know that comes behind that. That's why I say we all have to be responsible. That's the only thing. I deal with so many women. I have women right now that I coach that are literally want to commit suicide. I had a lady that wrote a letter to her kids, and it's all about her appearance. I get emotional every time I talk about her because she's beautiful and she's young, and she wanted to not live anymore because she couldn't feel like she looked good enough for a man, and she didn't like herself in the mirror. She was fat, she couldn't lose weight, and it's real. So that's the only reason why I don't give a gosh darn. You call me fat all day. However, you got to think about who that really affects. Because people don't like to be called skinny either. And one of my cousins checked me when I was little because I would be like, shut your skinny butt up in a heartbeat all the time. And you don't think about that. I'm like, shut up. It was all kinds of jokes we had. And I thought nobody would want to say nothing about fat because they thought that was offensive. But we always say skinny. So you got to really be careful too, because if you know somebody's skinny and they don't want to be skinny, that's not cool.
Very true.
Yeah. Because there's people that are like
little
that.
Skinny booty brides, they take that junk very seriously.
Right, but it's men I think are affected by it most. Because I know some guys, they wish they could gain weight. They can't. They literally do things. They try to do protein.
Short man. I had a short man say the most saddest thing to me once.
What?
I went home and cried. He was like, look at me, man. I'm 5'4".
Oh, poor little Booski.
My father-in-law 4'11" and he a beast. No, I'm serious. So it's a mind, but they all got. Now I don't know. I don't care what nobody say. The short man complex is real. they all extra.
Short men make a lot of shit happen. Like my little brother.
They do because they work harder to compensate, so they usually be real successful.
And he a millionaire.
They really do. Seriously, my father-in-law is very wealthy. You know what I'm saying? And lives good. His wife was a tall drink of water. Like he pulled her in. Like that's what I'm saying.
Oh, he like
so
look
that's
up
how
in the world, huh?
my ex-husband was tall.
My grandpa,
you know what I'm saying? So, it's all about, but it's because he believed he was shit. Like it's all about that. But everybody doesn't do that, and it's not easy for people. So I feel you with the guy that was saying that he felt like that. That's what I felt like when I was saying with Kevin Samuels, the way he was talking about women. It's some women that come out and they be like, "What's up? What's up?" Don't do that. I've been detoxing from a lot of stuff. That's never mind. Anyway, he rubbing this. Oh, let me show y'all what he is in here. Y'all know.
Yeah, that's it.
He in here rubbing.
That shit is the shit.
My Love Yourself candle on him, which is
Show that to
but
the
I
whole,
told y'all it's massage oil. Anyway, it just made my thoughts change. Anyway,
you look like you
back to the script.
Come on, baby.
It's gonna be a show today.
I can see. So, you know.
I know. I love your glasses. Oh, y'all ears jammed last night. Y'all should have seen him and nobody. Man, when I tell y'all, I saw it this morning. I was like, okay, October 33. Oh, you know what?
Can do here.
Marie, I want to end the show with October 33.
Okay.
Yes, I was like, what?
Yeah.
What is that? I said, okay, yes.
Look, when it queued up, I already know. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
I was like, you can. Yeah, listen, I'm the host, and when you said October 33, I was like,
well,
I don't know why I
went
went to
some.
I don't know what song. I don't know if I was gonna be like this white man. I don't know what I was thinking, but I knew it was gonna be interesting. But I don't know why I picked.
Because you know,
man, this song was live. I love it. So we play this now.
And Vail, what's his name?
We work for them.
I know.
Anyway,
you know where my mind went.
Explain to her about the color show on air too.
What?
Y'all need to ban on his show too. Oh, speaking of,
we gonna talk about that. So
I
anyway,
got somebody.
so that's the thing. That's the way I feel about Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. I'm not tripping on him. I hope my mother realizes that I got my hair all the way to the side so that I am not going to get it out of my face today.
Tanya,
my mother should be happy.
Maybe if she wants to go down to it, we kind of combine our broadcast, and then we can do like 4.
So the other thing I want to talk about is
because then we can do that. We can have Ken do on if we know he's
that's
gonna
crazy.
be there.
First of all,
we can interview some
it's
of
a
the
whole
artists
mess.
there
And yes, I believe we should be able to do whatever we want to do with our bodies. Because they don't have nothing telling a man what to do with his body. And we can't connect and make the guy sperm baby without him. So you're not going to ban his sperm, but you got to mess with my own to tell me what I can do with my stuff. And it's all kind of reasons behind that. Yes, it can be so many different reasons why you not want to have that child. I know people that go through it and they know that the child may not be good when it comes out, and they say it's going to be severely handicapped. And sometimes they are actually that it could be rape. It could be whatever. It could be that you don't want to have a baby. That's up to you. Because at the end of the day, you forcing what you're doing is mental health. If somebody is willing to say they don't want to have a baby, and now you forcing them to have a baby, it could go either way. But you forcing them to do it. Don't be mad when they come here, they have this baby, and they flip out and get shooting and killing people or doing whatever. It's a reason why they don't want to have the child. I am not saying that I necessarily condone it. What I'm saying is I condone what the hell I want to do. I want to go and I don't want to have a baby, and me and the father decide that it's my reproductive rights. And men do not have anything against them, and I think that's so fair, unfair, and biased. Right. He decide he don't want to pull out. It's up to me to make fun. See, he isn't here messing with me, but I'm serious. I feel strongly about it. I don't care what you do. Everybody should have a decision to be who the heck they want to be. And make their own decisions. You can't tell somebody what their mental health status is, and now you're gonna tell me what I gotta do. You're gonna predict my future. Then what you want to say is, oh, you gotta be safe. Nothing is 100 proof. Nothing is 100 proof. And it was all these acts of sexual acts were given to us by God. So it's going down. Okay, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we I've seen him. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get him to perform with me.
Okay.
Settle.
However,
So I
I just
recorded him.
believe in your
I mean,
right,
I
your
forgot
right
he
to
has
do
he's
whatever
a gospel
you
rapper.
want to do.
Yeah.
You're not gonna force me to
he
do something
well, you know,
I
he was
wanna
inner city
do.
misfits.
And all you're
years
doing
ago.
is
now he's gospel, straight
But he's been gospel for the last few years.
I recorded his
You're going to create a
song with his
lot
pastor
of
Vernon
illegal
on the actual
abortions
end of his
where
song.
people are now going to be harmed.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
they,
So we all the way
it's
to
stupid.
that way.
But I'm going to tell you why it's not
So
going to
actually,
pass.
that's cool. So then that way,
And it's
I
not
could easily
passing
get
in a
with
lot of
Kendall
places.
and get some
They actually have a
pictures and all that
Cincinnati. I
stuff.
know they have
Yeah,
a
but
big
she's
rally.
a Rio
And
de
I missed the
Janeiro
one
in
here. I didn't know it.
Sean
I
used to
had
manage
to after
Kendall,
I
so I
was
know
my
Sean
phone.
got plenty
But
pictures of him or whatever. And
you
we can
cannot
actually
get
promote
in
it.
vitro. In vitro will have to be banned too
So-
because they
So do
don't
whatever you need
use
to do now
all
that you know we're going to do a show.
Exactly. Okay, got you.
the
And I'll-
whatever it is, the
And all the corners,
sales,
all the business aspects we
okay,
got,
and
you know what I'm saying?
embryos,
It's
right?
not here, you know,
Right.
we got no
They don't
static
use them all. They
community.
throw
So I
some
need,
place.
we
That's
need to
about
all
to be
make sure we
illegal.
move
Let's just keep it
knowing that.
100.
You feel me?
And
So
no,
we
the
can
rich,
promote all that shit to them.
up class, the
niggas, you know what I'm saying?
upper class, even anybody, but people
I
that
got
can
you.
afford it.
So
let's put it at that.
also you said
That
you
can
wanted
afford
to
that,
use
they're not
You asked
having
me
that.
for
You
your
think they're gonna
number.
stop doing that?
like
No,
radio
they're
stations.
not.
Whenever you
There's so many people
yeah,
that
whenever
need
you
to
whenever
do
you
that in order to
Let me
have
know
a
when you
family.
wanna
So
do
you're
So
you
you
gotta
tell me
really
when you
read up on
you
this.
know I
It's
work for
not
myself,
just
so I'm free
abortions.
all day.
It's
You
gonna
tell me
stop
you
the
work
quality
certain
of life
days or
in a
something.
lot of
I was
different
like, I don't
areas.
know.
So
schedule.
check
That's
that
why I
out.
said I work from
Obviously,
I just
that
need to know
came
when
out of
you're
me.
free.
I didn't even know
from
it
5 to
was
10
gonna
Monday
get that
through
passionate about it, but it
Thursday.
just pisses
So you're
me
free
off.
in
I'm
the
sick of the
daytime or?
government trying to
Definitely in
tell
the
me what to
daytime.
do, trying
Okay.
to tell us what to do all around. Okay, so that's the two things that I wanted to talk about before I get into some real stuff that I really want to talk about. Yeah, reproductive rights should be ours. And then the Kevin Samuels, I definitely just say rest in peace to him, and that's what that's about. But what I will say, let's see. Hey Mark, you always have some good insight. Let me see what you say. I can read mine. Not everyone is meant to be a parent. Not everyone can handle being a parent. So to force a woman to become a mother is forcing her into a life that affects more than just her and the baby. Every life affects all other lives. Exactly, Mark. That's what I just said. It's mental health. People got to understand and really look at what's going on, and that is going to take us into what I want to talk about today. So I hope y'all ready. I know I'm usually, a whole vibe and love to have fun, and that's my objective. But also with Real Talk with Reese, we always have to be serious, and it's serious to me right now. I'm super emotional about all the things that have been going on in our community. The young boy that was shot, he was 23 on Mayfield with the shoe store, broke my whole heart.
Oh my God.
It was sad. And in this last phone call, his mom had just came up there. He called her. He's a good kid. He was a good kid. And he, 23 years old. And that's the thing that's changing with these kids are getting younger and younger, being entrepreneurs, got the entrepreneur spirit. And there are kids out here that are trying to be better.
Jealous.
He was one of them. And the hate and jealousy in our community's got to go. This young man called his mom up there to give her Mother's Day gift because it happened on Mother's Day. And when they got up there, he gave her the gift. She got back in the car with his two little siblings in the back seat. I think they were his siblings. I know it was 2 kids. And she pulled off. And as soon as she pulled off, somebody came and shot up his car when he was leaving.
That wasn't him, but somebody jealous.
Him, y'all. It had nothing to do with him. It was a retaliation on his brother from what the streets are talking about. And I'm pretty clear on that. But the thing about it is, that's not the issue. I'm not here to talk about the details of it. What I'm here to talk about is that it was a retaliation. This young man was doing good. Some other kids want to come back. We out of control. These kids don't have anything to live for, and that's what the show is about today. Today, number one, I am holding myself accountable. I have been a community service person all my life. I've always done it, even whether I was inside or outside of the church, and that is who I am. If you want to know who Reese is, I am in the streets. I never did anything. I didn't even have social media, y'all. I didn't have social media until just when I started my business, went through the divorce, and I was like, I need to make some money. So the first thing I was told, all my friends was like, you got to post that. You got to post it. People will see it. And then I started posting my first thing when I sold jewelry. I started doing that. So that's how I got on social media, because I really never cared about that. I really cared about being in the community. I was in all the shelters, all the different things, and I would go in the community and walk around, pick up trash, and have conversations with people. And I miss it, and I decided that all the stuff that is going on, I'm about to start doing that on Sunday mornings. Anybody that want to come out with me. We're about to do it. We're going to pick the community. We're going to get back out in the community. We're going to go out and we're going to pick up trash and talk to people because we got to make a change. That little boy, that was so sad that he is now gone and dead. And the last thing he did was call his mom and say, Mom, run, go. And she pulled off and turned back around and come back and then had to see her son dead. It's too much and it was senseless. And it's because these kids don't have anything to do. And you know what? I'm holding us accountable. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said today it might be a tough show for some people and y'all might not like it, but I'm going to get real serious today because somebody has to. My friend Robin, I'm praying for you in Cincinnati. Robin Real Estate Jones, her son was in allegedly in a police chase, got in a bad car accident. Whatever the case, somebody died. He is fighting for his life on life support. It's sad. And then another little girl got shot last week just being outside because of a drive-by. We got to do something, y'all. And the only way that things are going to change is with us. We cannot sit here and think that the kids are going to change. They're not going to change. It starts with us. We got to get back into the communities. Seriously. We got to be a presence. It is not going to happen overnight, but it will if we start. We got to take action. Seriously. Really got to take action and really get in these trenches. And it starts with us. We got to first heal our gosh darn selves. That's the problem. A lot of us are not being healed. We're not really taking care of our own mental, and so then we're not really paying attention to our kids. And we as parents, it starts with us. And I know some kids, you can be the best parent, your kids just go left. But really, really, truly, if you are really parenting from day one to the end, like, and there is no end, but seriously, when they're young, really paying attention, you gonna know if they're hanging with somebody different. You gonna know if they staying out late. Find out what they doing. It is up to us. We gotta take back our communities. We gotta build these families. That's why I wanted to be a part of the Father Forum and really get out there because we got a lot of great men, but we need them. We need to put that out there. We need that energy out there. All the men that are doing things in the community, like we got Cal Early doing things. We got Wall Street out here.
Wall Street
things.
West.
And my guy that I'm about to have on the show, and oh my gosh, oh, you know him. He does ghetto therapy. Oh my gosh, Walt. I'm gonna have him on the show. He's always out there in the communities, like literacy with books. Like it's some of us that are out there, and it's gonna take all of us. It's not gonna be some of us. We all have a responsibility. Some of us, our kids are already grown up. I get it. So maybe we need to help parents, some of these younger parents, and tell them pay attention to what's going on. Like one of my good friends just found out her son, she thought was smoking weed, and she was just having a fit about it. She was going off, and you know what she did? She went and bought a test and tested him. She didn't just go off on what he said. I was like, that's that old school parenting. Well, you ain't gonna just tell me something. I'm gonna find out, and then I'm gonna figure out who you hanging with. And now, guess what? You ain't going outside for a week. Where the punishments at? We need to put that. Bring the punishments back where they can't go outside.
Okay, them 2 weeks
Take a cell
phone.
We need the real parents to come back. And it's too much. You know, social media gonna raise them and get them involved in something. So nobody wants to sit there and babysit their kid, but we gotta get. Every kid got to be involved in something. I don't want to hear nothing about I got an introvert. Then they read the book. Then they need to go to the library and read books. The kids did something.
Okay, you better say that
with yourself.
Get on them, Reese. Get on them.
They need something to do. I'm over it because the problem is all of us sitting back going, "Oh my God, look at that!" But we got to do something, y'all. It is time to take the community back. These kids are out of control, and I'm not even gonna blame them. Right now, that is the world. COVID made it seriously way harder for everybody. It definitely brought out a lot of emotional. The mental health is the issue. People are forgetting that these kids are not just out here shooting. They mentally they don't have a mental capacity to really make proper decisions. And so we got to get out here and check the mental health of these kids. We got to pray for them. You a mother or a father, you got to be at home. And when you wake up in the morning, you got to pray for your kids. You got to pray. You need to meditate. You better burn some sage. Do whatever you need to do. But it starts with us. We have to. And yes, I'm like going on about this because I'm mad. And I'm about to change it. I'm taking responsibility. I'm going out there because all we do is talk about it. This gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? We can go out, we can throw the biggest party, we can have it. Just even if I'm gonna get out here and do a buzzworthy and talk show, I'm gonna get out here. I can bring out and sell out. We sold out instantly. Then I can get my butt out in this community and sell that out. I want to sell some knowledge. I want to sell out the let people believe in themselves, and it starts with us. You as a parent, you the grandparents, us in the community. Talk, and if you can't do nothing else, y'all, this is powerful. Please, because everybody I know, people say, "Well, you just fearless." I am. I was born like that, and that's just who I am. I don't expect everybody to be like that. Yes, I'll walk through the hood. I'm not scared. I'm from the hood, but I think even if I wasn't, it's just the God in me. However,
I'm scared, Reese.
I know, and I get it. And you can be scared, and it's okay. Everybody's not meant to do that. But play a position. And your position that I would like you to do is just pray for them. Just meditate on them. Light a candle and pray for the youth. Light a candle and think about and meditate to bring more positive energy to these kids. Yes. Everybody's just like, the world got to go around. Everybody can't be a millionaire. You're going to have a cashier that work at the grocery store. You got to have a garbage man. Yeah. You got to have doctors. You got to have lawyers. You got to have people that work at the gas station. It's levels to everything. Yeah. But what the level that everybody can do, every single soul can do, is that whatever it is, if you not religious, whatever it is that you do that brings positive influence into the community, do that. But pray, meditate. It will be a positive change. It's powerful, you guys. Yep. It's powerful.
You know what happened recently? On 151st, this past week, a 101-year-old woman got shot.
A 101-year-old woman got shot.
Yep.
By drive-by.
Yep.
101. She lived to be 101, and she ended her life by a violent crime.
Yes.
And you know, only thing that I could say about that one, I got some energy that came through me for that. That the only reason why that probably happened was also for us to say that, have a conversation about it, and talk about it, because 101 years old and you out here and you getting shot, that should make us stop and think. That should make us look at what's going on. That lady done went through slavery. She done went through everything. She 101. She survived depression, everything. And then she got killed in her community by a drive-by. And that shows where we are in life. Everything does look good, and yes, I'm all about positive vibes because I have to, and I want to, and I want to bring it to other people. But what I also am is about being real, and I am getting ready to get deeper into it. We've got to change our communities. Let's see. Hey, cousin. Everything costs money. They need to bring free open gym back to the inner city YMCAs. Yes, Shell. That is so important. And that's the truth, y'all. When that starts with us getting more involved and knowing what our politicians and different community leaders are doing, because she's right. Everything does cost money now. So the stuff that the kids used to be able to go do for free, if you got to pay for open gym at the YMCA, it used to be free. Then what do they have to do? So that's thank you so much, cousin, for bringing that up, because that's everywhere. She's all the way in Atlanta. I'm here all the way in Ohio. So I know that it's the same way. And it is sad because the schools are making you pay to play now. And so parents have to make a decision if they have $400 or $800 or whatever it is, $600 to be a cheerleader or a football player. A lot of schools are going to that, and that's not cool either. So it's so much going on. But guess what? How we going to change it? We got to get up there, go up to the schools, rally around it, or the communities, all these thousands of 700 churches on the corner. We need to get all of these 700 churches on the corner to create some community programs. We got to do something. We got to give these kids something to do. And they want to do something because I'm that girl. I'm a mentor for Cleveland Heights and Akron North. And when I tell you those are inner city kids and they like doing things. They like being a part of it. Those kids, Miss Thomas, I want to go. I want to be. If you give them something to do, I promise they'll do it, because guess who's going to be there? Their peers. So you put them in a group, you get them in a setting, sometimes you got to mentally trick them in there. Whatever you got to do, if you got to say we raffling off a pair of Jordans, I don't care. Let's figure out what we can do to get the kids back. And then the grants for funding. Actually, Shell, there are a lot of grants, and I'm actually shout out to Erishonda, my girl. She's helping me. We're getting ready to look at some grants. There are a lot of grants. We just got to sit down and find them and study them.
Yeah.
And so that's what I say when I say we as a people, we got to find our passion. Every last one of us have a job to do. We're all born from greatness. We're born from God. God is great and abundant. He wants us to be abundant. Figure out what your greatness is and we're going to get there. And it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's something you're passionate about. I don't care if you're a shopper and you just love to shop. It's ways to do something with that. You could shop and go to different Goodwills and find the best clothes and donate them to a shelter. Like, it's just, seriously.
Or go to the Goodwill and put together some styles.
And put them on. That's a good idea. You be a stylist for Goodwill. Go in there and just donate your time. There are things that you can do. Just, we got to get back in the trenches. And we got to bring the real parents back. What my real parents stand up? The real parents, I know.
The ones that get them whoopings and
the
stuff.
Ones that still have. Get them whoopings, some punishments, whatever it is. Discipline. That's what I'm not gonna tell you what your method is, but you got to do something. Like I said, I was like, nobody taking cell phones no more, and nobody on punishment. No, you know what I'm saying? They bring bad grades back. You going off on them, and they get to go after you get done yelling and screaming and cussing. That's all they do now. Then they leaving out to go do what they want to do, and they sitting there doing everything else. They back on the phone. Where is the thing to make them be accountable? That's where we got to get back to the porch talk. That's what I say.
That's right.
When we all sitting on the porch and having conversations and talking and looking out and telling on each other, like, hey, Leslie, I seen your daughter this morning, and she done came back with a little boy, and she done came back in the house. We got to get back on to telling them and watching out for each other and get to knowing your neighbors and just bring back the community and the family atmosphere. And parents should, I'm going to read in the comment, parents should start being held accountable for these bad kids. That's what's up. I agree. And now when you start pushing back on the kids, like my friend, she was about to have to go to court because her son had been to school late so many times that they made her go to court for it. Ooh. And now she had to take a day off of work. So guess what? He ain't late to school no more. She ain't playing that game.
I know that's right.
It affected her. And if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. But we got to bring back our communities. We got to, and it starts with us. We got to care enough. We got to care enough about these kids. Our kids can tell that nobody really cares. Everybody is in a selfish place. And I think you should be selfish. Now, you have to be selfish, meaning selfish to build yourself and know who you are and do things that make yourself happy and do things that that will bring your inner peace. Yes, that's fine. But selfish where you like, well, that kid bad, I don't give a gosh darn, so as long as he ain't around my child. Well, guess what? He might not be around your child today, but you don't know if he's going to be around your child next week at the skating ring or around your child when he's just walking down to the store. So it is up to us. Hold your kids accountable and hold the parents. We got to do something. We got to change. And I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but hey, Stacy. Hey, boo. I talked about your show last night. I would say that I'm going to start back on Sunday mornings, getting back out in the community. I'm just going to randomly just let the spirit lead me, get up. I'm going to go back. I'm going to pick up trash, have conversations. I used to do it all the time. And it used to be a group of us. Put a T-shirt on so somebody can like kind of identify, you ain't out here just messing around. But I'll probably have like a Love Yourself shirt on. Or whatever, or wear the same color. But if anybody want to join me, let me know. I'm going to start it. And I probably will do a little social media. And some people have, like I said before, I used to do this all the time, and I never put it on social media. But one thing I noticed is if people start seeing it, I want it to be contagious. I want other people to look at that and be like, ooh, I could do that here in my community in St. Louis or in Atlanta or Cincinnati, wherever. Mm-hmm. I want this to grab on, and I want us all to really, it starts with a conversation. Just have a conversation with the kids. and talk to your friends. Check your friends that you know sitting on the couch and you know that they kids out here wilding out, and say what you gonna do about little Terry? Like Terry out here tripping right now. You know what I'm saying? He down there. It starts with us. It starts with us. We gotta bring our families back. We got a lot of great men out there. We gotta bring them back. And bring them to the forefront. They here. They already there. That's why, again, we're going to do another Father's Forum because we want to showcase that there are positive men in the community because being honest, kids always see women. When you're in church, the church is 80% women, you know, and all these organizations, it's always women. So we definitely want to call out the men to really get involved and come out here and show all the great things that you are doing. And just like, I know a lot of, shout out to Cloud Lounge, Jay down at the Cigar Lounge. He is like one of the football coaches. He keeps his sons in football. And one of the things I love when he's told me stories and just in conversation about seeing a kid, their mother come drop them off, the shoes are horrible. So you know they feel like don't have a lot of self-esteem. So when he went out and got the kids some shoes just so they could feel better. That's the kind of fathers, those are the kind of people that I want to highlight. Those are the kind of people that should be brought to the forefront. All we know is he owns Cloud Lounge, but actually Jay does a lot of stuff for the youth. Takes and travels with the kids. So I'm always shouting out any of the good guys that I know that are doing great things. Again, I'm definitely about to, hold my own self accountable because my kids are older. But my kids know I don't play games like that. And so I want everybody to get back to that mindset. Punishments, cell phones, take them away. Know who the friends are. And then, number one, we got to heal ourselves. We got to look at our life and see where we are. Because one of the things I will tell you, and this is for me, it's for anybody. Right now, I see myself rising to this crazy level. And the only reason why I'm not at that crazy level, I can tell you right now, I definitely see the increase. I see the things that are working in my life, and I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong. I'm so grateful and thankful. But the only thing that's holding me back from being here and being Oprah is me. And that is because I need to do more effort with my marketing. I could sit my candles to be sold at a larger volume, but I need to be focused and really, really take time out to dig a little deeper, and invest more. Those are things. What I'm doing now, I'm happy with, and I am doing things, and I'm making effort and strides towards it. But my point is, people are where they're supposed to be. You where you're supposed to be. You want to know why? Because it's your energy that you're putting into it. So work on your mental health because I'm not saying it's easy, but sometimes you got to make those hard decisions. It was a hard decision for me because I'm a vibe. I like to have fun. I like to go and I'm a socialite. I like to socialize because I like good energy and everywhere I go, I know I find a way to minister in my own way to people. Well, right now I'm doing my detox, right? I'm doing my detox/fast. And so it was hard for me last night when I'm hosting and they sending me drink after drink because people walking in like, what's up, Tanya? What's up, Rick? And I'm sitting there and it's all that food Stacey had. Oh my goodness, it was a lot of great food. I just wanted just one little chicken wing. I just wanted to touch it. But guess what? I didn't because I said you're being disciplined. You're going to feel better. It didn't feel great at that moment, honestly. I'm going to be honest because that's the problem. People don't want to tell the truth. I really wanted to make me a salad. I really wanted to get a salad off the salad bar. And I'm looking at it. I should be able to do that, right? But no, I put myself in a place where I said I'm disciplining myself for 30 days. And so I'm following this. And guess what? When it's hard and you stick to something, when I woke up this morning and I was down another 2 pounds, which is 8 pounds, that's when I realized I felt the glory of the discipline. So, yes, it's hard. Yes, you're going to go through things, and you got to put in hard work, and you got to put in longer hours, and you got to really, eliminate toxic things like toxic people, the people that are not going to be there for you're good and don't want to see you win. You got to move those things around. You got to make hard decisions when you're moving to the next level.
You got to call her too.
Say that?
You got to call her.
Oh, a caller. Okay, caller, you there?
Hey.
Oh, we're gonna take a break. I'm on one today. I don't know if you've been listening, but I'm on one today. And so one of my partners, one of my favorite people, the healer of Cleveland. She is the healer of the world, but she for real taking over the healing of Cleveland, and she takes it serious. We have the one and the only Deidre Holt, half of them DemGroGirlz, and Loving Me Detox is in the building, and she's getting ready to drop some knowledge. So we gotta tell, you know, Marie has a good news story. Actually, she just said she's gonna need some more of the CBD. But Deidre is on here because, Deidre, this is what I would like. I want you to go with where the universe and the energy leads you. But what I would like you to is go ahead and give us a quick health moment. I know that's not super focused, but anything that you can offer to people that are dealing with allergies and sinuses that are really suffering right now. Any kind of natural thing you could think of, if you could think of something off top hand. If not, you could put it in Facebook later, and I'll repost it. And then I want you to please give our customer reviews and talk about what DemGroGirlz has been doing for the community and the healing that is taking place.
Okay, all right. Did you want to go on break first? You said you were going to take a break?
No, you are the break. I'm taking a break.
Wow, you're funny. Okay.
I get to relax.
Okay, hey, how y'all doing?
Hey.
Okay, so you said sinuses. I'm trying to think what's good. Really drinking a lot of water during the times when you have sinus issues. Being on an anti-inflammatory, or all natural anti-inflammatory. So having more turmeric and black pepper in your diet.
Turmeric and black
natural
pepper.
Anti-inflammatory. Having more sea moss in the diet. Pineapple, those are anti-inflammatory. Ginger. So certain foods that you can eat will reduce that inflammation, that mucus is causing the sinus flare up. It's also it's a product out here. You probably buy it online. It's called Clear, but it's spelled with an X, and it's like a grapefruit seed type spray for the sinuses, which is phenomenal to help clear up the sinuses and allergies, and stuff that's just really bothering you during sinus season. Another one for sinuses is the oregano. Oregano helps to clear up any type of sinuses. It helps with infections as well. You can buy that at the health food store or online. And I'm trying to think of what it's an herb for the allergies. I can't think of it right now. I will have to look it up.
Okay.
You can take.
Well, you gave us
to
a
help
lot. Let's start with that. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Because it's crazy right now.
Oh yeah, well, people's allergies, yeah. The more alkaline your system is, which I found out, the less you'll suffer with allergies as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. When I started drinking the 9.5 water from Kangen Water, it just started to stop my allergies, and I didn't notice it. My kids noticed it. We were driving, and I had the windows open, and I was scratching and rubbing my face and scratching my eyes. My kids were like, "Mom, you don't want us to close the windows?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm not. I don't feel nothing." So, and I know that was one of the things I noticed when I started alkalining my system. My allergies went away.
You know that alkaline water you had by that black company? They sell it in City Blue because I bought a few bottles.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
She was
just
with the blue writing on it, right? It had blue writing on the bottle. It was a clear bottle.
What happened?
I don't think that's it.
Because I'm gonna bring it in here.
Bring it in.
I will.
Okay. She was just at my house because she came over and she wants me and Deidre. We get ready to come out with a CBD water. So we're actually getting she was getting some CBD. Yeah, we DemGroGirlz is really
about that life. Right now. About that life.
Yes, we are. No, I didn't hear what she had said in the background.
She was just saying she thought she saw that black water and I feel really bad because I cannot think of the name of it.
Yeah.
I know it's something living water.
Okay.
That's awful that I can't think of the name right now. But she thought she saw it at City Blue, and I said I don't think so. But I could be wrong, so she's gonna bring it in. Mm-hmm. That's what she was telling me.
Oh, okay.
And I was telling her that's what we're working with that company now to create a CBD water.
Yes. So yeah, it'll be 1,000 milligrams of CBD in the water. So it's going to be very potent. Oh my God. Huh?
I was just saying that's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be life changing for people.
It really is.
Yeah.
Life changing.
You know, like even our gummies right now. People have a lot of stories, and this is just with a low milligram of gummies, and I'm getting testimonials about how it's stopping their pain, and these people have been having back pain for I don't know how long, how now they can't sleep at night, and the 225 milligram gummies have been helping them sleep. We had another one that was texted to me today. A lady was talking about our 3,600 milligram gummies, and she said she took one at 9 p.m. She had shoulder pain and back pain. When I woke up, I was pain free, and that lasted.
So it does give you a euphoric. So it's benefits to it.
No, it really does.
We gonna have to.
I prefer CBD more.
I'm gonna do a trial. So we gonna do something with him. Either we
She
give
said,
him
y'all heard her.
a half
Oil and a massage.
I never said a massage. I never said a massage on camera.
Oil on the areolas.
Okay.
You said it. I heard.
Oil on the areolas.
I
heard.
I'm just saying. I'm coming down next week. Oh, Deidre Shell said she needs 2 of the 12,000 next weekend. I got you, cousin. And hey, Ersha.
I better get some of this while I'm giving it.
Hey,
clean up my act.
Hey, all y'all. Love y'all. It was good seeing you last night, Tar.
Yeah, we good.
It was good seeing you
It's all good.
at the Smoking Divas last night, girl. You look good.
You need to call a meeting.
But back to you, Deidre.
Okay.
We got interrupted. But I brought that up because I know the pain that he's really feels from injuries that he's been in. And I always say, continue when he's in pain. Like next mood or bad mood. Because one thing he pointed out on one of my shows before was sometimes it's hard for you to stay in the mood when you're in pain all day. Like people who have chronic pain, it affects their mood, and people don't understand that pain is so many people living like that. Actually, my hairdresser, I'm offer to her too because of her feet, like she's always in pain because she's always on it. I never thought to offer Ivory. I gotta do better. I never thought to offer that to her, but I'm gonna tell her. But it's life changing, y'all, for real. You heard the story from Marie, from her mother-in-law. But go ahead, Deidre, if you want to read another. And then I want to end with some thoughts about what I was talking about. Because, Ray, if you're still on here, I'm going to need you. Because I need all mine in. I'm really about to start really pushing people into getting back into the community. Like, there's a lot of me. Yes, I'm a vibe. Yes, I'm trying to, go to a new level. But I'm never going to forget my roots of community service, and I live for it. And if we all kind of get back into it, I know DemGroGirlz, we already have some things planned about doing things in the community and things like that. So, okay, Deidre, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, definitely. You.
I don't mean to say I'm sorry because I'm watching my words. My apologies.
Oh, girl, you good. We have so many testimonials at DemGroGirlz 420 IG page. So y'all should follow us and read all of the testimonials about different things, especially pain, because that's the biggest thing. People are in a lot of pain. And even when you're trying to manifest something, you can't even manifest something if you're in pain. You throw your whole vibration off. So we have a solution. It's there, for you to take advantage of. Y'all just need to get with us. Now, this story and testimony was a little different. Now, there's proof that the CBD has worked for VA veterans for their trauma. They've been traumatized going over the war, and they come back and they're suicidal, or they maybe have killed their families. That is serious. serious. And they have been on CBD. Their studies being done, and it actually calms them and stops those psychotic issues. Now we have a client whose son, her son was 19 years old, and he was going through psychosis issues. He was hearing voices. He's thinking people trying to kill him. He couldn't sleep. He was talking about God gave him this vision, and he see how all these people are against him, and so he's been smoking what's called 2K weed, and that's weed that you buy from a gas station, which is not weed. It's some, I don't know.
Oh, that's garbage. That stuff will kill you.
Yeah, that stuff at the gas station. That'll kill you. It should be a law against that. It's psychotic.
Yeah, it is. It's driving these kids crazy. So he's going through all of these things. She don't know what to do. She took him to therapy. The therapy can't get through to him, and you know he's telling her like, I know, you know what I'm saying, what's going on is real, and so she brought him to get a detox. I'm like, he needs to get that stuff out of his system, but also try some of the CBD. This is known to help psychosis issues with the brain. And so she tried her 8,000 milligrams, and she called me, I'm going to say a couple days later, and she like, Deidre, this is like night and day. I've been giving it to him in the morning, and I give it to him before he go to bed. And she said he hasn't brought up any conversations that sound crazy. He's been sleeping at night. He hasn't been pacing around the house and hollering like he was. She was like, the whole house has been able to get some sleep now. She said, this is amazing. And, you know, he's been doing well with it, that she feels like, okay, well, I think, you know, now he's even able to go and get a job now. He was like, because, you know, he couldn't go to work because he'd just go off on these tangents and start talking crazy. So that's just a powerful testimony, even, you know, with people with psychosis issues.
And what did we give him? 12,000 or?
No, he had 8,000.
He had 8,000. Okay, so he had the 8,000 level of CBD that helped with this psychosis. That's big. We need to really, and this is what I was saying to y'all earlier. Deidre, just to touch on that, what I was saying, people where they are, because they're where they're supposed to be. Because every last one of us, if we want to get higher, then it's on us to get there. I'm where I'm supposed to be because I know where I can be, and it's all up to me to do that. And I'm going to take that on with the DemGroGirlz. We had this testimony that should be out here. We really need to have a commercial made. We need something that's life changing. You know how many mental health patients are out here in need. The things that I went through with my son, I wish I would have been. If somebody could have educated me on that then, you know, I have them. I'm doing it now, but I didn't have that, and to be able to help someone from a psychotic state and calm down and be able to, CBD is no joke. Really read up on it. Don't just listen to what we say. If you go to our Instagram page, DemGroGirlz 420 on Instagram, on IG, we don't just post our CBD. What we are posting is the facts behind it, the difference between THC and CBD, the healing things. It makes, some people just need it because they just need to calm their nerves. Some people need it because you want to go to sleep. Some people need it because they just want to feel good, and you can't take, and on your job you get drug tested. There's people like that, so they just want to use CBD because they can feel euphoric, as Deidre put it so eloquently. But yeah, I definitely, we need to go harder ourselves and really get it out there. Yes, we got a lot of work, and like you said, Deidre's mom passed, rest in peace, and my condolences again to you and the family.
Absolutely.
So of course you had to handle that, but that means as her partner, I keep things afloat.
That's right.
I do that to say that I don't just talk about it. It's me in my life too. Like anything that you're obsessed about becomes your possession. Obsessions are your possession. Do you get that? So if you're always obsessing that you don't have money, you're never gonna. That's what you're gonna possess in your life, not having money. I'm guilty of it. Sometimes if you obsess about your weight, it's gonna become your possession. That's gonna be your problem. But so it's all a mental thing. We really got to get out here and just change the way we think about things, the way we go about life, and sometimes you need help, and that's what CBD is. Everybody can't just wake up and have this great mindset. I know that. I understand that. I know you can't wake up and be like, today it's gonna be great. I wake up that way. I'm gonna be honest, but I trained myself. I didn't start that way. 4 years ago, it was a whole freaking mess. People with my friends was driving down to check on me. My mama was flying to town. Like 4 years ago, I had to build myself back up and remember who the heck I am. And when I remember that, I ain't stopped. And now I'm just adding to who I know I am and take it to the next level. But people need help. Everybody can't just get up just from their inner strength. So when you know that and you see that and you see somebody like that can't get out of depression, that's having severe anxiety, that's having issues communicating. Sometimes people just can't even communicate because they're so in their head. You think that they just don't know how to talk to you. No, they can't. They can't get out of their head. So that's when you step in, and then you got to find an alternative route. And it's not the man-made drugs, y'all. It's not. I'm sorry. But if you do your research, a lot of that stuff that they put you on for depression causes psychotic behaviors. They got studies with kids killing other kids in the classrooms because they had them on all that medicine. You know, the ADHD medicine, the ADD and stuff. And so my goal, our goal, Deidre is already a natural healer, and I'm thankful and so grateful that I mean this from the bottom of my soul, that God and the universe has allowed me to connect with her and be a part of this healing thing. We really are trying to make people see their power, and you take charge of your life. And DemGroGirlz is about that, taking charge of your life. All of us. Being disciplined, going through this fast, I'm taking charge. I want to be an example for my friends that are struggling. I have a lot of people around me right now that have, because they're getting older or they have had relationship, or they lost a parent, or they have a lot of big life-changing things, and then they put on a lot of weight. And I want them to feel, I live by example. I got 3 girls in my house, and I know at one point somebody gonna look like me. They look good. They look real good. I'm trying to Kris Jenner them in a more positive way. Just throw that out there real quick. I'm gonna figure that out. However, they're gonna look like me. I'm their mother. This is where they come from. They have to pay attention. I have to really pay attention to what I put into my system. And I'm gonna tell y'all, being disciplined and really taking my CBD, really going on this fast, my mind isn't just my body that is feeling lighter. It's my mind. And that's the most important thing. I couldn't be mentally disciplined if I hadn't cleared out so much. So trust and believe. This is for the people that are really trying, but they can't. Every day, let me tell you what is something that really has stood out to me is, and I don't know why, I just woke up, I'm doing my meditating, and it was just like, tell them this. You didn't wake up to repeat the day before. And that sounds like a simple thing, but you didn't wake up to repeat yesterday. You woke up today to do something different, with another chance to be something different, to live something different, to change your life, to have the ability to change someone else's life. The decisions that you make are how your life is going to come out. And if you make a poor decision, don't kill yourself last night. If you let's just use a diet. If you're on a diet, and it should be a lifestyle change, I should say that. And you ate a Big Mac last night, it's not the end of the world. Start over in the morning. It's okay. If you didn't go to the gym, you said you was going to do it 3 times this week, and now it's only 2 days left in the week, get up and just go do a walk. Just start where you're at every single day. If you wake up with the intentions to do something positive in your life, whatever it is, if it's in your business, it's in your personal life, just work on you. Dig deep. Find the God in you. Find your greatness. Find your purpose. But really just find your peace. What brings you peace? And dig into that. The only time I feel calm is when I do this. And then if it's something that's not the best thing for you, then we can break that down. But this is what I do, and live in that a little bit. Because when you get in that good vibe, that good feeling, that positive place, it's going to continue to bring that in, that law of attraction, of bringing more positivity. And then if you are a person that is, or the person you figure some things out and you feel good, spread that. You see somebody, give them a hug, tell them you just say something nice. A nice word goes a long way, and then offer things to them like, hey, I don't think you haven't been seeming like you've been feeling great. I know you've been down. Maybe you should check out this CBD. I know this works for somebody. And now you can only go off of what you know. So whatever you know is working, offer that to someone. It's a sign of help, because it only takes one thing that can change somebody's life, and it's not always huge. We always associate life changing things with money, but really mental and love. I'm a firm believer that love heals all. When we replace the love in ourselves and then start loving on each other, it's no way that we can't change the world. It's no way that we cannot live in a better place. But we've got to change our communities. We've got to get back to being responsible as a parent and really parenting your child. Seriously, parents your children. Discipline your children. Remove things. Make them accountable. They don't have any accountability. That's why they're running wild. But if they don't have accountability at home, how they gonna have accountability in the streets?
Yeah, make them earn their keep too.
Earn their keep. How do they? Earn it. Like you got to take the chores out. Do your kids don't even have chores anymore? Yeah. Like we're just really, really. We got to get down. We got to get deep. We got to get in the trenches, and we got to make some change. Anything you want to? I know I just jump right into the mix. Deidre, anything you want to leave us on with DemGroGirlz? Oh, did I lose her?
No, she's still there.
Deidre. Okay.
Yeah, she's still there.
Okay, I'll see if she pops back in. She probably would have a client. She might have let the client out. But those are the things that I really, really want to say. I'm going to read a couple comments that I had here on Facebook earlier. We have been letting the government decide how we're going to raise our kids.
That's right.
And letting our kids do whatever they want instead of raising our kids. And not just by ourselves as a collective. The whole village. We did it in the 70s, in the early 80s. The whole neighborhood was responsible for all the children in the neighborhood. We need to get back to that. That was from Mark Jones. And then he said, when it's really worth doing something, it's not always going to be easy, but it's worth the effort. Okay, somebody was talking about kids. I said we need to give kids a place to do something. And then one of our listeners in Atlanta said, I like the idea of talent shows, basketball tournaments, and dance competitions at the local YMCA. But I definitely agree that you would have to bake them. With grants, you could also have more pools in the inner city like we had. We went swimming every day in the summer. And that's true. You had your little token. We used to sew it on our swimming suit, and then you could go to the pool for that if you got your paid token. Right. And they get back and we just really need to bring community activities. And I know right now, like, Reese, it's hard right now. People don't want to go outside, but we got to start somewhere. Create some safe space. I used to be at John Kennedy doing a Saturday thing every Saturday with Pastor Dwayne Simmons, and we did this for like a good year, and I missed that, and I think it was all funding. They stopped me and said they couldn't because it was so expensive to pay to have a police officer there. It was something else that was real expensive, and it would got to be overwhelming. Yeah. But we would have it where the kids can come on Saturday and just come in and play basketball. Okay. We had chess tournaments, double dutch, read a book, brought people in. But it was a good thing we used to do on Saturdays. I know you can't do it everywhere, but we got to start trying to create some safe places.
The city of Cleveland, and they've been terrible over these past few years at putting this information out there. But the city of Cleveland has summer activities for adults and children. You can go on their site and check it out. They have everything from sports activity to scholar activities like science and math camps and stuff like that. They also have stuff like for the arts, drama, music, dance, and they got all of that stuff. Now I don't know how thorough it is on the other side, but they do offer those for the summertime, but you never know because they don't offer it. You'd have to walk into the office to know. And that's the only reason why I found out a few years ago about the tennis program and I offered it. I started telling every year, I started telling my daughters, classes about it in the school.
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. When you learn something, just share the information.
Like
I'm not saying everybody has to run out and be in the community the way I plan on doing it. But, you send your kids, I'll let them go with me. But if whatever you can do, passing on information, saying, "Hey guys, I saw this. There are these programs out there." That's helping the community.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if I can express enough, like I really mean this with my heart and soul. We really need to all start every single solitary day that God allows us to wake up is to pray and meditate for our children.
Mm-hmm.
And pray and meditate for our communities.
Mm-hmm.
And pray and meditate for the parents of these children.
Yes.
And so those are just three things for the children, for the parents of the children, for our communities. Pray and meditate. It really changes things. People think it's just a saying, but it's cliche. Prayer changes. It changes,
sure
guys.
Does.
It changes. You can make the change right from your home if you are intentional about it. If you really dig deep and you meditate. Like I said, whatever it is, your form of bringing that energy in and talking to your higher power, do it. Your sage, whatever it is, like your candles, do whatever it takes. But pray, meditate, and just really find a way to, get back involved in the community. Any kind of way you can. And if you hear things, share it. And let's just try to start that energy. It won't happen tomorrow overnight, but it will start to happen, and every little bit counts. I promise. Michelle said you've been eating corn. Yes, cousin, make me some corn.
Dang it.
Get no braces off. Yeah, so I'll be in Atlanta. Oh, I can't eat no corn, cousin, on this diet. Dang. I don't know. We're going to see.
I'm just finding out corn was a starch a couple of years ago.
Yes, girls,
I've been tearing corn up all my life.
Corn, I eat all day. So anyway, on that note, I am going to end today. Everybody have an amazing day. Be amazing. Remember, you don't wake up to repeat yesterday. You wake up to start new, fresh, refueled, rejuvenated for today. Yesterday is in the past. You can make a change today. I don't care what it was you did. I don't care how horrible it was or how it made you feel. Today is a new day, a new outlet, and it's an outlook. And it's up to you. You can do it. I believe in you. I love you. Peace. Be great. And let's get back to the community love. Time to let go. Sing, I really want to be happy.
wait a minute. Let me start this over. Okay. We'd like to thank you for watching and tuning in to Real Talk with Reese on the station where we don't bring the static, but we shall not bring the noise on staticradio.net. Make sure you guys check us out on social media where we absolutely love to hear from you on Facebook.com/No Static Radio LLC, on Twitter at No Static _radio, on Instagram at @TheReal_No Static Radio, and on YouTube at No Static Radio. Also, if you guys like to listen to replays of this show and others on NoStaticRadio.net, please make sure you check us out on Mixer.com or Mixcloud.com. Just type in No Static Radio on the toolbar for replays of this show and others. And for continuous streaming, that means no rebuffering, no refreshing the page. Just sit back, relax, and wait for your next show to pop up. Check us out on TuneIn.com, LiveOnlineRadio.net, or MediaQ for continuous streaming of this show and all others on the platform, and for all things No Static Radio, including up-and-coming events, merchandise, and an in-depth look at all our great show hosts here. Please check out our website at www.nostaticradio.net. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned. Coming up next, we got the maestro, Jeff Doggan, with the right side here on your voice of the revolution, NoStaticRadio.net, powered by Google, sponsored by Lamont Avenue Wines, the Cleveland Rugby League, and Design Me exclusively. Stay tuned.